Hey, welcome in. Well, this is a very interesting and not at all surprising story from the Hill Times. Here's the headline. Massive majority of Liberal caucus wants Trudeau to drop the federal COOF mandates, say Liberal MPs. So if you're watching this outside of Canada, it may come as a surprise to you that in Canada, you need to be at least double jabbed to get on a plane or a train within Canada, to travel within Canada. I know, that's insane, right? It's hard to believe. Or at least it is until you remember Justin Trudeau as Prime Minister. You remember him. He's the bestest, wokest guy ever. Well, aside from this. But best forget about that. The Canadian press certainly did. But what's going on here? Transport Minister Omar Alghabra says the government is constantly assessing and reassessing the COOF situation and will make changes to federal mandates when convinced it is the right time. The right time is when Trudeau says, change it. That's it. They're not following science. They're not following anything. They're just waiting for Trudeau, and Trudeau wants to punish those who have disobeyed him. But anyway, it continues. With provincial and international jurisdictions easing COOF restrictions, some Liberal MPs say the vast majority of their caucus want the federal government to drop travel jab requirements, allowing unjabbed Canadians to board domestic flights. Several Liberal MPs interviewed for this article said that most caucus members want all federal COOF restrictions dropped as soon as possible. One Liberal MP said this anonymously, quote, "The massive majority of Liberal MPs want the mandates to end. People are saying, what the hell? Why are unvaccinated people not allowed to fly domestic? Like, at least let them fly domestic with masks on. You can go into a shopping mall with them. You can go into an elevator with them. You can go into a movie theater with them. You can do anything you want with them, except get on a plane." It really does make zero sense, but again, Trudeau's the Prime Minister. A three-term Liberal MP, Marcus Pawlowski, a medical doctor and a member of the Health Committee, said the jab mandate for air travel should be removed. Quote, "The need for mandates has certainly changed, and the calculus is not the same now as it was 2 months ago, 3 months, or 6 months. I would suggest that the jab requirements for being on planes and at workplaces at the moment, I don't think the benefits of that mandate warrant the cost." Trudeau knows this. He knows this. He doesn't care. Trudeau wants to turn the screw. He's not gotten over the trucker protest yet. This is all about Trudeau's ego. That's what I believe. And by the way, Trudeau said about the truckers, he said they were fringe. They're fringe. Well, guess what? Canada's the only Western country doing this. So who's fringe now, Trudeau? And this isn't happening in a vacuum. This is not coming out of nowhere. Late last month, Conservative MP Melissa Lantsman put forward a motion in the House calling for an end to all travel restrictions. It was defeated by a vote of 202 to 117. I did a video on that, which got a lot of views, by the way. But anyway, speaking on a not-for-attribution basis, so anonymously, several Liberal MPs said the issue has been raised numerous times in regional and national caucus meetings, but they didn't get a satisfactory answer from cabinet ministers or Prime Minister Justin Trudeau as to why federal measures are still in place when provinces and countries have eased most of their restrictions for residents. Well, he can't just come out and say, I'm denying travel to 6 million Canadians because I'm a thin-skinned sociopath. And for one thing, we already know that. Let's see, another MP told the Hill Times, there's never any straight or particularly convincing answer. Yeah, that's because there is no convincing answer. Let's see, another MP said that the answers they're getting from cabinet ministers are very vague, especially when the situation has changed significantly over the past few weeks. The answer is, we're listening to science and reports, said the MP, adding they want more specific answers from the government. That's been the message from the very beginning. We're listening to science and experts. No, you're not. If you're listening to science and experts, you would drop the mandates. I mean, what, is every scientist and expert in every other country wrong? I mean, this, science and experts, these words have just become a weapon used to justify anything. And it's actually quite sad how much they've overplayed that hand of the listening to the science and the experts. You're clearly not anymore. Unless every other country is wrong, right? You're clearly not. And the thing is, that degrades people's trust in you over time when they can see that you're clearly not doing what you say you're doing. Those words start to lose their power. Kind of like calling everybody an ist or a phobe if they don't agree with you, right? But anyway, will they drop these mandates that have lost whatever legitimacy that they once had? Well, I don't know when or if they will. I mean, they're not going to do it on the basis of science or experts, are they? It seems like it just comes down to Trudeau's malignant narcissism. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. Sharing really helps. I really notice it when people share my content. Thank you for that. I'll see you next time.